YouTube. So, getting nippy out today. So, this one's gonna be up late. Been down sick. Had issues with the mic last week, but got some more blanks made up. I'm not feeling totally horrible. My voice don't sound too awful weird, although I'm still a little congested. I don't know what this is. I've had it for like 2 months now, I think. It's been horrible. I don't know what it is. But either way. So today we are going to be making some eggs. This is one of the ones I made with the wood. It's actually one that I did for me, mainly because I messed up a little bit on the sanding, then it fell off before I could fix it. So I was like, this is my favorite color one anyway, so I like it. And it's a great proof of concept for me, so I know it'll actually be worth my time to do a bunch more, which, yeah, I got them on the bucket over there. It's like I got a bunch of these made up. Although these plastic stringy guys, I feel like are gonna leave a lot of voids, so while during the time lapse, it's gonna be a lot longer on the sanding, the initial steps, because I'm gonna try to take down as much of this as I can with sandpaper. But that's all tricks from my end that you guys probably are going to even care to watch, because sanding's boring. That's why we're going to time lapse it. Hopefully I can figure out how to get music in my video today. And if not, well, I might clear some data off the phone and put the video back in my phone to add the music to upload it. Not sure yet. Yeah. Trying to figure out a knack for video editing with no idea what you're doing. Great fun. But yeah, so without further ado, we're going to throw this on the lathe and we're going to get started. First thing, I got to get the cup that I used to mold this off. A couple of hard wax. Once I get a crack, I'm good. There's no cup on there now. This is all pure resin. Hopefully that picked it up. And now we're gonna put her on the lathe. Going down. By the way, I'm shooting this one with my selfie camera because I want to see if it's any better. Alright, let that down. Scoot you guys over here. And like always, I like my whammy bar chuck. I believe they call it a mini chuck. I can't remember what it was when I bought it. But if you're trying to do speed turning, it's a whole lot faster than grabbing a chuck key and cranking. But yeah, so my phone is a little low on battery, so when I go to the time lapse, I'm gonna have to move a couple things, which is why you see my charging cord right there. But to start off, we are gonna pop that on, and I'm actually gonna cut here. I gotta grab my respirator because I am not breathing this crap in with as bad as I'm hurting right now. Actually, I decided I'm just gonna hit this and do the first couple steps with you guys, and then we'll go to for the repetitive stuff, we'll get to the time lapse. So, if you didn't know, whenever you put a respirator on, cover the filters and inhale to seal it. Gives you a better seal on your face. like it, but this is actually buttery smooth right there. Don't take a whole lot. I'm halfway through, I realized I forgot my face shield too, so this stuff doesn't hurt, but it's hot and it's uncomfortable when it starts cutting. So now we're on to the actual shaping. I get most of this wrapped up and anything that's fun to talk about, and after that you go to the time lapse. That's the wrong tool. Is it the wrong tool? No, it's not. I'm losing my mind. See where we're at. Okay, yep, that's all rounded up nice. So we're going to run nice and true with this. So we are going to throw this back into the time lapse. That way I can plug my phone in. And we're going to get this done. I'm in is actually going out of business. Sadly, they just made it public last week. So if you're anywhere near Medina, you can check out the JG Southtown. Just know, I forget, it's one day in April, halfway through in April, they're actually closing the doors. So yeah, but like I say, my contact info to get a hold of me is all on the description. The phone number on there is actually for my business phone, which is sitting right over there, which is also playing YouTube in this ear because I always listen to something while I'm working. So yeah, and yes, I'm crazy. I have this earbud for that phone, this earbud for this phone. But it's also nice because sometimes I forget to hook up my mic, so, which is down here usually. But yeah, so that way at least you've got something closer, and these have amazing mic in them for talking on the phone. So I really can't hear a difference, but I don't know if you guys can. Also got some videos coming up soon. Two of them I still have to finish. I got 3 total that I'm actually using a totally different camera setup. So when those are out, I'd love feedback on that. And yeah, so with that said, now we're going to time lapse the sanding, and then I'll be back with you while we apply the final finishes and chat with you then. I think I've covered everything, and like always, if you guys ever have questions, if I'm doing a live premiere, I'm generally in there and not far away. Sometimes I'm at work and can't quite get to it, but just throw a comment on the video. I try to reply within 24 hours. It's still a small channel. Appreciate anybody that's willing to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, if you guys ever have any video ideas that you want to see, clearly I've got wood. I'm looking at a whole bunch right there behind you guys. I got a whole bunch next to me. I got more over there. I got some cutting board stuff on the floor up there that still needs ripped down. And I got some in the bed of my truck sitting there right now that needs to come in and get from rough cut to milled up to where I glue it up, because then I finished 2 faces of it, which is the 2 narrow ends, pardon the finger, lost part of this one, so I sometimes forget it's still not in the cast. But yeah, I've got a few other smaller ones that I bought just to rip pen blanks up with. Also got a few pen kits. And this ain't nothing compared to what I have. I've got them in 3 different bags right now. Actually, what I'm recording as soon as I'm done with this. So be warned, might get a surprise video next week. Yeah, so with that, getting back to time lapse for the second part of the sanding. We'll get through all 10 of the regular sanding pads, all 10 or 12, I forget the exact number off the top of my head, of the micro mesh. Then I'll pop it back in here and zoom in a little better with the back camera, so you guys can really see this thing pop once we start adding finish. I mean, they really do look amazing, and cameras don't do these justice at all. Unfortunately, not going to be done for Easter because I've been down sick, but it's going to be I think it might be a staple thing that I keep around generally all year, just because they're pretty. I know some people like to use egg shapes as decorations, and why not if I got them? So yeah, with that, I could ramble on for hours talking about this stuff, so I'm going to get back to it. See you guys when we're adding finish. That's where we got it so far. Turn it down a little bit and get that glare to go away. That still looks the best. Yep. That's where we're at currently. I gotta turn this up so I can see it better. And now we are on to our final finish. So I'm gonna ditch the respirator for now because we're done throwing dust. And it's been a good few minutes, so most of it should have settled. So we're going to get into, as always, for resin or plastics, we're going to start with our Yorkshire Grit Microfine. Looks like I'm starting to get really low on this stuff too. Might have to make another trip to Woodcraft to grab some more. Yeah, it's about half gone. I always apply a nice thick heavy coat and then just scrape whatever's left back into there. One, I'm cheap. Two, I don't think it really matters. Mixing stuff from project to project because I don't use this for, even if it was the wood one, I don't think it really matters. Now we're going to turn this up. Make that a little faster. So this has microscopic grit in it that actually it's the equivalent of running it over an even finer sandpaper than what my micro mesh can give me. I forget what they say it goes down to off the top of my head. I need to look that up. And I'm not sure if you guys can see the lines I'm watching, but all I'm doing is just working this in. Looks like it's most of the way in now, because you can actually see how it moves as you take it around. I don't see anything else, and you doing this, you can overheat your resin very easily once you run out of whatever you're applying. So light touches, little as possible. You know, just be extra careful, because I have ruined eggs before where I actually had to go back through and start at step one of sanding, which I'll be honest, if I'm working on something like that and I mess up, I stop counting time when I have to rework something that I messed up. So, you know, that's not, if you ever order from me, that's something you never need to worry about. I'm a big believer in not charging for my mistakes. So, just throwing that out there. And this is Hutt's Ultra Gloss. This is another plastic polish. Does great on resin. And then the Easter grass that I have in here is also plastic, so it should buff up the ends pretty well too. Despite the holes in this, which you're gonna get no matter what, this is a lot better than the other one I did that I was actually gonna release last week. That I was using my old mic and it did not connect right. So I also really like this Flitz polish, but I don't want to throw any extra stuff on there because, to be honest, I don't think you need too much polish on any project. But I was using the Flitz till I got the Hutt's Ultra Gloss, because I've heard better thing about Hutt, and I'll be honest, I don't see much of a difference between the two. So that's the second bottle of that I think I've went through. I used the first one just to test it out, and I'm not buying more until I'm out of the Flitz. I don't think again, the final product, I can't really see a difference between the two. So I think one is just as good as the other. It's just a matter of having a good plastic polish. And then, as with every project, I'm doing the final coat in 100% dried hardened beeswax. So we'll just run this back and forth a little bit. Now we're going to hit this with a one last coat of my special wet spray. This stuff in the bottle, if I haven't ever talked about it before, I don't remember. I'm sure I have. It's a very, very, very nice chemical I use on almost everything plastic. I get it out of my faucet. That's, a lot of people call it water. I prefer dihydrogen oxide. Yes, I'm just having a little bit of fun there. So with these, sadly, they are going to have a few little gaps in them. So all I'm doing now is picking out any excess finish, wax, sanding dust, and all that. And then we're going to spray it down heavy with water. And that'll knock off all the last of the dust. And then we're going to cut her off. And this is just I got it as a pick set at Harbor Freight for doing stuff just like this. I do have more of this grass I'm going to be playing with off camera to see if I can cast it and get rid of all these air gaps. I think the next time I try it, I'm going to try the vacuum chamber. So we'll pull a vacuum on it 2 or 3 times and fill it in. It should force everything in there, and then force it in, because once you pull the vacuum and open the air up and let it in quick, it forces everything into all the little holes and gaps, and then any microscopic bubbles in the resin also gets worked out that way, which makes it kind of nice. And yeah, so we are going to we're going to cut this off. And the trick to doing this is just a loose grip, a very loose grip. Slowly cut into it. Alright. And then what I'll do later is just take a knife, cut that last little bit off, sand that and polish the bottom. And I'll do all that by hand. I don't see why anybody would want to watch that though, because that'd be even worse than doing the lathe. So yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just being weird. And there we go. More light over here. There we go. It's weird being lit from the bottom, but whatever. So yeah, that's our egg. I did have a friend say they wanted a blue one. That's why I did this one for the video today. So this one might actually be sold by the time you see this, but I do have a few others that are ready to go. I'll be turning these as I can, as well as trying to knock out a bunch of pens and a bunch of other stuff as well. Me being down for a couple of weeks, I've got a lot of catch-up work to do. First craft show I'm doing for the year. Well, it's not the first one this year. I've already done, I think, one quarter auction. But the actual first craft show I'm doing is April 6th. I believe that's in Strongsville. I'll be posting on Instagram and Facebook here probably as soon as I get home or inside. That way I can get that done, get this edited and uploaded. So if you made it this far, appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope it wasn't too hard to watch. And really, hope you guys like the eggs. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see cast in resin. I do have a 3D printer as well that I can pretty much throw just about anything I want in that, especially small miniatures, so I can put them in here. Like if you haven't seen on a live stream, I actually did one with a little Lego guy that I had custom made with my company logo on it, or on a shirt. He's been known to show up in videos. I think I might order a few more here sometime this year, and set a couple of them around just to see if anybody can spot them in the background of videos, just as something kind of fun for me. Kind of like where's Lego today? Because that's what I named the guy, because it sounded French and I thought it was funny. I know I'm weird, but yeah. So that said, I will say, cat in the hat, that be that. See you guys later.